Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Yeah, welcome to the Thursday morning show. As promised, I am absolutely tired, to be honest. I'm very, very tired. Yeah, got back late from an evening with Liam Brady, hosted by Perry Groves. What a wonderful spectacle! Actually, having been like a few yards away from my legend Liam Brady. And I actually got to ask him a question as well. I kind of mustered up the courage, the Dutch courage, to ask my legend a question, and he responded to my question. But you know what? Oh my goodness, we've got a few bits and pieces we need to get through today. It's going to be a very short show. I need to get ready for work. Actually, I'm on a late one, but yeah, I know it's like we've like broadcasted, we've come live actually before the allotted time. But if anyone comes in, great. If not, we'll still go live. We'll still talk the talk and do the things that we love doing so much, and that is talking about Arsenal on Cannon Fodder TV. See you in a few ticks. Yes, indeedy. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. And like I said, I'm tired, man. I went to bed late. I got back just after midnight. Yeah, from an evening with Liam Brady. Wonderful stuff, man. I'll get into that just in a moment. But what you guys can do right back now is subscribe to Cannon Fodder TV. I am hyped up, but I am very, very tired because as well as getting back late, I woke up early to walk my wife to the bus stop because she was going to work. I'm a little bit of a late one, and tomorrow I'm off to Scotland for a few days. We're back on Monday evening or Tuesday. But anyway, guys, anyway, what you can do, just subscribe. That's all you've got to do. Subscribe to Cannon Fodder TV. Alrighty, okay, yeah, just oh my goodness, man, really. Just blown away, man. Really, really blown away last night. I'll tell you what happened actually. I left here just after 7, and my journey said on the planet it would take me 30 minutes. I was stuck at the bus stop for 20 minutes, and I was fearful that I would have missed, and they probably would have closed the door in the venue. And yeah, kind of having like kittens on the way there. There was so much traffic, but got there in my slippery shoes. My slippery shoes. God damn it. That's what were you thinking? Anyway, I got there in time and found my seat, as you can see here. And yeah, we were told when Perry Groves came out before he introduced Liam Brady, he said, "Listen, no filming, no photography." I was thinking, "Oh, okay, that's cool, that's all right." So as you can see, I was quite close to the stage, very, very close to the stage. And yeah, I'll tell you what, Perry Groves was absolutely brilliant. What a host, man. I mean, you think Perry Groves, Arsenal, Colchester, but Perry Groves, the host with the mostest, he did a really good job. Excellent job. And yeah, so he introduced Liam Brady. Liam Brady came on the stage, and Perry said, "You know what, we're going to, of course, an hour just to and fro, myself and Liam Brady. And then we'll have a break, and then it'll be open up to the floor, the questions." I was thinking, oh shit, what am I going to do? What am I going to say? So yeah, and that's what happened. He literally was just talking about actually, where is he? Where is he? There he is. Let me put him up whilst I'm speaking. I know you can see me here. Ta-da! So yeah, he just kind of gave a blow by blow. I didn't realize he signed for Arsenal age 13. He said he was quite a good Gaelic footballer, and his teacher actually said, if you miss, because he missed a game, a Gaelic game, and the teacher said, if you miss another game, you're not welcome to come back to the school. And what happened? He missed a Gaelic game, and yeah, the rest is history, man. And so he signed for Arsenal age 13. And he said there was a guy, you probably say he was like a scout, So literally, your world's your oyster, because at that time it was Man United who had their pick of some of the good Irish players. But then he said, yeah, Man United tried to sign him up, Nottingham Forest, he even had a choice of Liverpool as well. But I didn't realize he had older brothers. Liam Brady had older brothers, man. And he said they left Ireland, then they never went back to Ireland. But his brothers were like almost like 20 years older than him. I was thinking, oh my goodness. But I tell you what, the evening was, it was, yeah, I can't say I regret not doing this, but because I thought, I need to get home. If I don't take the last bus home, I'll probably won't get. I'll probably still be walking home now. So I thought, no, I'm sure I took advantage of the situation. I was there listening to Liam Brady, and actually got to ask him a question. The question I wanted to ask him, I didn't get to ask him that question. I was going to ask him, what was the question I was going to ask? I couldn't remember what the question I was going to ask him, the original question. Oh, who was his legends growing up? Who was his hero? But I didn't ask that question, because every time I put my hand up, it's like Perigos was picking somebody else. I was thinking, actually, I might not get the opportunity to ask him a question. So all that while gave me more time to think about a different question. And eventually, I put my hand up, and Perigos said, "Yeah, you down there." I was thinking, I said, Liam, would you like to see more ex-Arsenal players coaching at Arsenal? He said, well, yeah, because I was a coach for the under-17s, and I tried to bring people through. So that is the fabric of Arsenal. You coach one to teach one, you teach one to coach one. But ideally, I would like to see more ex-Arsenal players coaching at Arsenal. I was thinking, oh my goodness, the guy actually answered my question. And like I was doo-dooing myself, because he was talking and he was like looking at me. I was thinking, Liam Brady's looking at me. Liam Brady's looking at me. Oh my goodness. I tell you what, yeah, and just some of the stories he was coming out with. He was saying that that Brian Clough called him a couple of times to sign him. And he did a really good impersonation of Brian Clough. He said, hello, young man. This is, do you know who this is? Yeah, I know who it is, Brian Clough. So how would you like to sign for us? And, Liam said, no, I'm happy where I am. But yeah, some of the anecdotes and the stories he comes out with. There's one story he was saying that he had pulled, I think, his calf muscle. So he was on, on the physio's table. And next to him was George Graham. So he was known as Chippy Brady, because he loved eating fish and chips. So the most of the players, senior players, didn't know his first name. Of course, Liam. So he's on the physio's bench getting treatment, and George Graham says, so are there any good youngsters in the academy, in the good place? Goes, said, yeah, there's a few good players there. And yeah. And George says, it's a true story. He said that the George Graham says, oh, I hear this guy Liam. Liam Payne is a good player. So that's me. That's me. So they didn't. The senior players didn't know his first name. They only knew Chippy Brady. But some of the stories that he came out with was just absolutely wonderful, man. And he said that he left Arsenal in 1979 to go to play for Juventus, because he didn't believe at that time that Terry Neal and the board had an ambition to try and win, the league. I was thinking, right, so that's what it was. It wasn't so much the opportunity came to go and sign for Juventus. And he actually said that people have asked him, did you leave for the money? I said, yeah, of course I left for the money. They'll pay me 10 times the amount that I was getting paid at Arsenal. I was thinking, 10 times the amount. But in all honesty, he left because he didn't believe that the club and Terry Neal had the ambition to try and win the league. I mean, we were in 3 consecutive finals: 78, 79, 79 to 80, 80, 81. So 3 FA Cup consecutive finals. You see, you win a cup, that will, ensure the manager stays for another, 4 to 5 years. But he left because he believed that Arsenal the board and Torino just did not have the ambition. He said, he even mentioned Mark Lawrence. Is it the same Mark Lawrence? I can't remember which club he was playing for. He said, why didn't we go and buy Mark Lawrence? And there was another player that he mentioned, I get like just kind of just gone. They said, why didn't Arsenal at least try and go and buy those players, show some ambition? And that was the feather that broke the camel's back. He said, for me, I was done for Arsenal because there was no real ambition there. So he said that he went to Juventus. And I tell you, some of the stories that Liam Brady told, man, were just absolute classic stories. You know, he said he actually he had an agent that he left, and towards the last, I think, the month or two of his contract playing for Juventus, his ex-agent had called him and say, you know what, Liam, I can find you, you know, another club. He said, what are you talking about? I'm with Juventus. He said, no, I've heard literally that they are going to bring in Michel Platini. So you're going to be out. He said, really? So he put the phone down. He spoke to his wife, Sarah. He said, no, I've heard this. So the next training session, he went to speak to Trapattoni. And he said, look, I've heard, you know, that you're going to replace me. So he said, you can see Trapattoni's face went red. He said, no, I don't know. You know, say no. So Liam said that you could tell from his face that he knew he was telling a lie. So the president, I can't remember the president's name at that time, actually said, yeah, you know, they're going to buy Michel Platini to come and play, and he will be out of Juventus. So he was on the phone to his agent saying, you know what, sod this. I'm not going to play the last 3 games. I'd rather just not quit. So his agent said, no, you're going to be professional. You're going to play this last 3 games. And that's going to be it. So he did play the last 3 games. But I was thinking, some of the stories that he came up with, I was thinking, the thing is, I think these days, the word legend is used so loosely and too frequently, but just sat there. And again, I'll show you the picture, how close I was to the stage. And I was thinking, but the ticket only cost £17. The seats behind me were like 40, 60, 80 pounds. And I'm there right near to the stage, near to my legend, Liam Brady. Liam Brady. And I was literally just in awe of Liam Brady, man. I was thinking, again, it was a shame that I couldn't really hang around, because I imagine if I had to hang around and get a photo of him, we'll probably be talking about maybe 1, you know, in the morning, maybe possibly 2 o'clock. I thought, you know, I can't really hang around. But Verdi Vici, I came, I saw, I conquered. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity to have listened to Liam Brady, actually mustering up the courage to ask him a question, because what I wanted to say to him, I thought, you know, I might sound like an idiot. I wanted to say to him, you know, Liam, you know, you're the only player that I cried for when I left Arsenal, you know. But I thought, no. And I think the time I was putting my hand up and Perry Groves was like choosing other people, I was thinking, all right, Alex, just take your time, you know, he'll come to you. And yeah, you, I said, oh, me. And Liam Brady just looking at me whilst he was just thinking, yeah, okay, Liam, yeah. Wonderful stuff. And at the end, because Perry Groves was saying, you know, we're going to, there's only going to be a few more questions, and we're going to wrap it up. And those the people who won the raffles, I'll tell you the joke about the people who won the raffle. He said, you know, you need to go to the back. And Liam interrupted. He said, you know what, I would just want to say that I've really, really enjoyed myself. And that's been that. And before he could finish, literally people were just applauding Liam Brady, man. Legend. Absolute. That is what you call a legend. You know, and he was just saying that it was always going to be Arsenal, even though, you know, Man United, they had their feelers out trying to sign him up. He said it was always going to be Arsenal. And when he eventually left Juventus, I know he played for West Ham. He was hoping that would have been a way back to Arsenal, but he said, George Graham, you know, he wasn't going to pick up the phone and ask George Graham for him to come back. But what he did do, he had some friends in the media, the press pack. He got them to ask George Graham the question, and George Graham said, no, no, no. But legend, man, absolutely. Some of the stories that he had us in stitches. Oh my goodness. But yeah, man. Oh my goodness. I mean, that's going to live long in the memory for me. I'm not sure what my father would be thinking if he was alive now. My father passed away 2009, but he would have been probably applauding me. Yeah, actually, eventually you got to see your legend, Liam Brady, man. And you know, actually, I've got to actually say thank you to Eltel, the original Godfather. That's why I actually call him the Godfather, because a Godfather is always there for you. He's caring, supportive of you, giving you gifts, giving you things that you don't ask for. And Eltel, I've known him since 2000 and maybe 15, no, 2016, 17, because we both worked at the same school, just around the corner from where I live. And Terry lives less than 5 minutes. So Eltel, the original Godfather, has given me a season ticket to go and see Arsenal. If it wasn't for Eltel, I wouldn't have seen the last game where we lost against Olympiacos. But it was Eltel who said to me, Alex, Liam Brady, it's going to be an evening with Liam Brady in November. I said, right. I bought my ticket. I didn't wait for my brother. I didn't wait for anybody else to say, you know what, okay, you know, I think I might. I said, no, bought my ticket. I'm going. Because you never know. You never know when is the next opportunity. You're going to grasp the opportunity. Seize the day. Come on, how's that you say that in Latin? Anyway. Yeah, so I thought, I took that opportunity, and it's just a shame I didn't get a photo with him. But the fact of the matter is, I was in the presence of my hero, my legend, Liam Brady. And he responded to my question. Legendary status, man. Legendary status. And I will say it until the cows come home. And, you know, the cows never come home. So I'm going to say it over and over again. Liam Chippy Brady. It's just a shame I didn't get that earlier, because he was saying, actually, he got to speak and mingle amongst the normal folks like us. And just, I think, yeah, if only I'd arrived earlier, you know, I could have got to speak to him before it kicked off. But yeah, man, just wonderful stuff there. But yeah, just sound off. Let me kind of run through this last segment, because I've got to get ready for work. Get ready for work. The next one, Eddie Nketiah. I don't know if this report is true, but it might be, because it comes from another platform. I'm not going to mention the platform's name, but on the way out, Mikel Arteta has gone on record to suggest that he would like to Arsenal youngster to pen a new contract to stay at the Emirates. However, as time ticks by, the latest update claims that this is becoming more and more unlikely. Nketiah's current deal with Arsenal expires in the summer, meaning that he will be able to leave on a free. The forward, who was once labelled brilliant by Sky Sports pundit Anna Smith, does not feature at all this season. There's only been, well, actually, he's featured in the Carabao Cup, didn't he? We scored that wonderful goal, instinctive goal there. His development cannot have been aided by his lack of game time. I don't know what's going to happen to Eddie Nketiah. Nobody knows. Only he himself would know whether he's willing to fight for his place. Where's his place? Where's his place? He's right down the pecking order. I'll probably say that he's even behind Balogun as well. So where is his place? Again, I don't know what's going to belie his future. Again, would he be willing to fight for his position or his place, or actually go and play somewhere else where he'll be guaranteed more playtime? I don't know, man. I don't know. And then last but not least, again, this gentleman just talking about the relationship. Was it a relationship? It wasn't a relationship. It's just Arsene Wenger opens up on toxic rivalry. That's what it was, a rivalry with Sir Alex Ferguson. He says that it became very, very toxic. You know, the big change that made Arsenal was reinventing Thierry Henry and the goals. He was terrific. You're always looking in the rear view window, see who's coming up behind you. And when you see someone, you accelerate. Arsenal were catching us up. Actually, this is Ferguson saying this. Team were good enough to go above us. There's no question about that. But Arsene Wenger himself says that it became very, very toxic during the late 90s and early noughties. That's what happens, isn't it? Teams, managers baying for that number one position there. And I wouldn't like to see him go back into management. He's aged, what, 72? And it's not something to do with his age. His sanity, his well-being. So, yeah, he seems quite happy, being, I can't remember the position he has at FIFA. So he needs to enjoy that. But it seems like now, of course, because of the documentary, hopefully I'll look at maybe next week. He's revealing everything, isn't he? Could have signed Ronaldo, yeah, maybe Pele, and yeah. So, guys, that has been the news segments of this morning. Yeah, and I'll tell you what, all the while, I still have not missed the granite. I haven't missed him. Have you missed him? No, because I haven't. I haven't missed him. But yeah, man, I got to say again, just Liam Brady, man. I know I did a video when I left there, and I had to walk a long distance to get to the bus stop. I could have ordered an Uber. I thought, no. I'm not going to order Uber. Don't waste the money. Come the way that you go, the way that you came, as my parents would say. I came by bus. I returned by bus in safety back home, and it's quite late as well. But yeah, man, just being so close. And the funny thing is as well, I've got to give a shout out to. There was I posted that photo. And you know what happened? I posted it on Twitter, and someone said, "I'm right behind you." And I thought, "Oh, right, okay." So I've got to give a quick shout out to In the North Bank, who says, "I'm behind you." Just responding to my message I put on Twitter. I arrived at an evening with Liam Brady, was my paragraph, excited to say the least. And then In the North Bank said, he actually said, "I'll come and say hello after." I was thinking, right, I saw that whilst I was making my way to the bus stop. So I'm not sure if he's probably watching now, but In the North Bank, a quick hello to you. Enough respect to you, man. Yeah. All right. So that is it. There, the 3 parts of a whole on Canon 4 TV. I'm going to take a quick break before we go back into the live. We'll go into the live chat, and then we're going to call it quits.
As part of the Canon 4 TV experience and services, we're now extending out into additional online products such as voiceovers, thumbnail artwork designs, and video editing for small YouTubers who have less than 1,000 subscribers. Voiceovers. If you need voiceovers for short videos, 30-second adverts, stories, intros, and outros, then we can do this for you. Let us know the length of the voiceover and we will give you a polished audio file in less than no time. In addition to this, thumbnail artwork designs. As we pride ourselves on sharp HD thumbnail artwork designs, we can do this at a relatively low price. Send us your specifications and we'll produce eye-catching designs to attract subscribers and followers to your platform. And finally, video editing. We have a range of video editing techniques, special effects, and software to produce a polished end product for which you can be completed in the quickest time possible. Now, if you would like help and support getting your channel promoted and your subscriber count going, then send us an email at arserepublic1@gmail.com. I repeat, arserepublic1@gmail.com. We are here for you, for the Canon 4 TV experience.
Yeah, so there you go. Actually, you know what? It's going to be a very, very short one. I've just seen only a couple of comments in the live chat, and they're both from the Assemble. I've just seen another comment from somebody called Charlie Boy 2. He says, "My all-time spine, Adams, Brady, Vieira, Henry." And Arsenal Alex also says, "Sounds amazing. We should do a show together again soon." Well, you know where I am. And Mr. Tesh 47 says, "Brady was my hero too." And also Ashley says, "Good for you." Yeah, thank you for that, guys. Yeah, good morning, Alex. You see over yeah, Chippy this morning. Yeah, I'm tired. I am actually tired because as well as arriving late, I didn't actually go to bed until I think just before 1 o'clock, and I had to get up early to walk my wife to the bus stop to make sure that she arrived at the bus stop and went work safely. And I'm here. I was just doing some bits and pieces as well as making some phone calls as well. But yeah, I'm I am fired up, but I'm just tired, man, and I've got to go to work as well. Need to make sure I get a lot of sleep because I'm going to be making my trip. We're going to make it our trip to Scotland for a few days for my wife's birthday. So yeah, man, yeah, yeah. Okay, Mark Lawrence. I thought, is he talking about the same Mark Lawrence? Yeah, before he went to Liverpool. I was thinking, oh my goodness, they just didn't believe that Terry Newell and the club just did not have the ambition. Players at that age, I think he was aged 22, 23 when he left Arsenal to go to Juventus. But he says, yeah, and people ask me, did I leave for the money? I didn't. I left for the money. I also left because of the lack of ambition that Arsenal showed. Here, Gunas says, Ashley D, thank you for your message that you sent last night. Actually, was it last night? Actually, it was last night. Guys, I think unless anybody else got something else to say, I think that is going to be it, man. I'm going to see if I can get a little rest before I make myself ready for work. Excuse me. But yeah, I'm I'm still buzzing, man. Still buzzing. Really, really buzzing. I'm really, really happy to finally met and spoken to and seen Liam Brady in the flesh. All right, guys. I think that's going to be it. That's going to be it. Nobody else is coming with a live comment. I would try and come in later on this evening, but I'm not promising because I've got to collect a vehicle that's going to be taking us to Scotland and later on after work. So if I do come live, you won't know unless you subscribe. You've got to subscribe. You've got to be part of the community over here. It seems Arsenal seem to be in their comfort zone with the lack of ambition. The funny thing is, I tell you what, Liam Brady doesn't hold back. He spoke about the ownership. That was probably the change, and having American owners. And Perry Groves spoke about back in the day. The only club that you see the articles talking about grammar is Arsenal. The Arsenal. Unfortunately, now we don't have a capital T. We have a small case T, the Arsenal, because we've lost the class. And he said that he was talking about a tour. They had to do a six-a-side tour in Australia. And George Graham and those guys there suited and booted. So it was Nottingham Forest, I think it was Southampton, maybe Liverpool. And one of them guys that were in shorts and the flip-flops. But at that time, the players had to wear the shirt, ties, and the suits. And he said that one of the guys had to go and speak to George Graham and say, no, it's 90 degrees, gaffer. Can we take off our blazer? And George Graham said, no. You can undo the top button, but that is it. But Liam Brady didn't. It was no holds barred. He said, the thing is, Arsenal meant something back in the day, but not now. He's pleasantly surprised with the way that Arteta seems to be going with the youngsters. And look at it now. He says our two best players are from the academy. He didn't mention Aubameyang or Lacazette. He said our two best players are from the academy. And he also said as well that he doesn't rate Martin Odegaard. He said, look, I know he came last year for the second half of the season, but I don't rate him. I don't see why we brought him. I was thinking, wow. But yeah, man. Graham and Wenger up to the ambition for the board to take it back to the lack of ambition again. Yeah, we've gone back, haven't we? But yeah, some of the questions the audience were asking him, but I was thinking, to me, they sound a little bit like they were from the media, from a newspaper, because but yeah, I just thought, yeah, Liam Brady. I remember listening to him on I can't remember the channel. It was a radio station, and he was talking about our former number 10. I'm not going to mention the guy's name. The player that's divided the fan base like no other player. And he was saying that, this player is not a good guy because he's stirring things up behind the scenes. He's not a good guy. So I wasn't really surprised when he was talking about, the players, how far we have fallen. the American owners. I was thinking, all right, yeah, enough respect to you, Liam. Enough. You can see why he's my hero, man. He's my true legend, true legend. All right, I'm out. I'm out, people. Have a wonderful day. Again, I will try and come live later on this evening. If I don't, I'll make sure there's some pre-recorded bits and pieces that will keep you engaged. And don't forget, tomorrow is going to be the Easy Talk with DWTT, aka Gary, or is it Gary, aka DWTT? So I just need to send him the roster. The people is going to be appearing on the Easy Talk. I was waiting for somebody else, but that person's not going to be able to make it because they've not confirmed. But yeah, look out for that. And apart from that, like it says there, subscribe. Please subscribe and help us grow in the right direction. Listen, the viewing numbers are the viewing numbers. I can't do anything about that. We've set up our shop window, and that is it. But we'll keep going. We'll keep going. All right. Have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Look after each other. And don't forget that you have been watching Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.